Hello, welcome back to another episode of Critical Reactions with your host, Bryan. I apologize for being absent the last couple of days. My daughter was a little under the weather, and I just wanted to keep an eye on it, make sure it wasn't anything serious, and to kind of help her enjoy her days while she was feeling a little miserable. So, yeah, doted on her a little bit. So we're moving on. We're going to get 2 videos out today, 2 out tomorrow, so we can get back on track and start next week off fresh on Monday. Today's band, I don't have a comment to display on the screen right here. It's actually a verbal recommendation from a buddy of mine. The band is called Time the Valuator. Bryce, if you're watching, this one's on you. This one's for you. Didn't really give me a song request, so we're going to check out Vibrant. It was just one of the top official music videos, and the dude's got pretty good taste in music, so I'm looking forward to this recommendation. And right off the bat, man, this very, very wide aspect ratio. Craziness. Alright, let's get into this. Ooh. That digital chorus sound. Digging that.
Rise and shine from a blind state of mind, shaped by obsolete regrets. All you can see is just a faded saturation.
Got a very poppy sound to his voice, which I'm really I'm digging. The way that it kind of mixes in with the lightness of the guitar riff. Like a chill gent thing going on. Ooh, a little bit of grit on that. Not sure if that was a head voice or falsetto, but I mean it was clean. He just hit into that and then dropped back down. Really dig that. Really funky rhythm going on here. I'm getting some Tesseract vibes and like early Periphery. Almost like with like a little bit of a pop mixing. Pop rock, I guess I should specify. Was not expecting this. I mean, I was wanting it, but I was not expecting it. Oh, we have a little bit of a dang, we had a little bit of a key shift going on. We had a little bit of a Middle Eastern vibe going, and a little rhythmic shift at the end to a little bit of like heavier syncopation. And I was really digging where that was going, and it didn't go anywhere. It was like 4 bars long. What's with that tease, man? I needed more from that song. Uh, yeah. So, at the beginning, I was jamming with it. I was just kind of jiving with the pop gent thing that they had, almost like an electronica gent. Um, the guitar was doing lots of these taps and like a really fast rhythm in the higher end of the higher register, and it had this like electronic inspiration to it. Definitely something that I would hear more from a like a keyboard playing some electronic or synthy kind of stuff, just with more of a pluckier sample rather than something wider like your saw synths and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so like the guitar work had a lot of what I think was electronic inspiration. The singer had a bit of a poppier inspiration. The drums, even though they had some really nice fills in there, kind of have it that more of a rock edge. They're more just laid back and just kind of laying the beat down and just kind of chilling with it. And I don't remember. There was a section in there that had a little bit of syncopation. It's got some funkiness going on in there, and the song was just real chill, and I was digging it on that premise that it was this nice merger between like pop electronica and more of like a genty, harder rock. And I was if the song had been just that, I'd have been happy. I mean, it was a good song. I'm feeling it. It's good stuff. I'm just jamming with it. Really loving the way that they're kind of incorporating some of these more technical aspects of metal into something that's more radio friendly, more mainstream friendly, more listenable. I know those are mostly adjectives that metalheads don't want to hear, but I enjoy it. But then they just bust out that heavy outro, and it was the icing on the cake. It was the rug being pulled out, and just, oh my god, I was not expecting it, especially not from the singer. I mean, guitarists, it's just it's pedal effects. It's your amplifier. I mean, you can switch that on the spot easy. It's all digital. You're still playing the guitar the same. The drummer, though, I mean, he had to shift up some of his playing styles to kind of get that grittiness out. But the singer, I think, is what threw me for the biggest loop because he has such this refined pop characteristics to his voice, and you don't typically hear somebody who mixes those, well, not mixes those, who can wield both those and that harsh fry. I mean, that was deep, it was wide, it was I mean, it's just gritty. It was a good fry. I mean, it's just so much power there. And you just don't typically see that. You usually find somebody who can do the fries and typically has more of a rock edge to his singing. It's a little rawer, a little less refined. Um, or you find somebody who has the chops to do poppier stuff, but their fries are a little weaker. And it's just, dang, they just pulled the rug out from under me. I mean, I was, like I said, I was fine with what it was. If it had just been that beginning part, the whole track, I would have been happy with it still. I would have still wanted to find more stuff from them, but this just put it over the top. Now that I know that they can do both sides, like, I need to listen to the rest of their discography easy. I need to see what else they can do, how else they decide to weave those two aspects of the band into songs. And I mentioned some inspirations. I'm not sure if they're directly inspired by them, but I definitely got some uh, Tesseract vibes. I know you guys have been letting me know that Tesseract's had a couple of different, I guess you could call them, not necessarily eras, but like uh, musical compositional idea time capsules. They've had different singers, and the different singers have brought different personalities to the composition process and all that stuff. But anyways, it reminded me a lot of whoever wrote and whoever sang on Of Matter, which is the only Tesseract song that I've reacted to thus far. But it definitely has a lot of those. This song had a lot of those held out notes in the higher register, and kind of singing more slowly when you look at the rhythm, opposed to the not frantic but just faster playing in the guitar and drums. And it's that little juxtaposition that I thought was very prominent in Of Matter. That was one of the big takeaways I took was the rhythmic I don't know, juxtaposition between the singer and the band, and I get that here too. But there were also a couple of parts that reminded me of Periphery, especially in the chord progression, not necessarily the way they were playing, but the chords they chose to play. Especially the ending. That ending was just, to me, that was straight up Periphery. If they didn't have if they don't know who Periphery is, if they don't have any influence from them, if they've never listened to them, I'd be very surprised because, uh, yeah, that had Periphery inspiration all over it. So yeah, I mean, I love Periphery. I love Tesseract's track that you guys had me listen to, and this is kind of like an amazing merger between the two with even more of like a mainstream edge to the calmer parts of the song, which is just like I said, I know that new metalheads don't really like that kind of aspect, but I don't think there's anything wrong with being more mainstream or being more listenable or anything like that. I think that metal needs to have that sort of I think that metal needs to have not necessarily all bands, but definitely some bands that are more accessible. Because I feel like there's this huge gap between your mainstream stuff and then metal. Let me shift that out. Your mainstream stuff and then metal. And there's not really a nice bridge to kind of go between them. You just have to make the leap of faith and find your way out on the other side. You just got to get right into the deep end. And that isn't for everybody. There are very few bands I think that can kind of bridge that, and most of them tend to be on the fringe, at least from what I can see. So yeah, I definitely think that a band like this um, could help bring people who are used to listening to rock or pop rock and kind of bring them into a little bit of the edgier fringe metal stuff. So yeah, Time the Valuator. I dug that. I can't wait to check out more stuff from them. This is where you guys come in though. Let me know. Have you ever heard of Time the Valuator? Like I said, I don't have any requests from my viewers on this one. It was actually from a buddy of mine. So I don't know if they're just that obscure or if maybe it's just not a popular band with my viewers. I don't know. You guys let me know if you've heard it, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't enjoy it, if you have other tracks that I probably should have listened to. Like I said, I pulled this one at random because I didn't have a specific song recommendation. So let me know down in the comments. I will be back later today with another episode. And yeah, I think this is going to be a good week for bands. I'm really excited about some of the stuff we're doing. But I have to be excited because I picked the bands. So this is Bryan's Choice Week, and I picked bands that excite me. And like I said, this was a recommendation from a buddy, so that's kind of why I was excited about that. But we got some cool stuff. One of them I picked based off of the genre, or I guess it was the description of their music. And the other two I picked solely on the name of their bands because they are just ridiculous, and I have to know what these bands are all about. Actually, one of them's not too ridiculous. Actually, the name of a Twilight Zone episode. I'm pretty sure. If it's not, it's very similar. So yeah, I'm really excited about this week. So, or I guess I should say this weekend. 2 today, 2 tomorrow. So, yeah. All right, I'll be back later tonight. You guys can check out the next band that I'm gonna react to. It's gonna be pretty fun, I think. All right, and until then, y'all stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and yeah, we'll be back later.